I mentioned that I was going to try to make a video of my corrugation process, and so this is it. This is my first experiment. I want to see if I can make something that looked like corrugations. The problem became, I realized, how do I make them straight? This was on tissue and balsa. I realized I could not do this on the airplane itself. So I ended up using this foil-backed Christmas wrap. I use a lot of Flex Seal, and I felt that the Flex Seal might bleed through the paper if there wasn't foil on one side of it, and that seems to work. Okay, I'm putting the Flex Seal down. Goes on very thick. I do this outside. The fumes are very, very heavy, and they are very heavy, and I was a little bit concerned about a fire hazard. So I do this all outside, and you've got 5 to 10 minutes, I guess, before it hardens. So I bring it in. This is how I created my corrugations, my old comb. I don't need it anymore. This is the jig I created for my straight corrugations. A steel rod, I hold it in place with one hand and bring my comb through the still wet Flex Seal. You've got 5 to 10 minutes to do this before the Flex Seal hardens. One time I screwed it up and I had to do it again. So I just left the paper where it was. I let it harden, and then a couple hours later I sprayed some more Flex Seal on, and this time the corrugations came out the way I wanted them. But I guess depending on the temperature and the humidity where you are, it may, your hardening time may differ. So the best thing I would say too is experiment with a couple little pieces before you commit to something big. These are the corrugations. There are blemishes. I'm not sure if the blemishes are caused by some gas emissions from the Flex Seal or a sputtering nozzle on my silver spray. But I'm just going to live with this. This is the silver spray that I used. And again, I do all my spraying outside because the fumes are heavy and potentially flammable. And I don't want to stink up the whole house. There are others living here. And this is the way it came out. Those little spots you see on the wing, that's caused by my hot glue gun. I realize that a hot glue gun has a bad effect on my kinds of corrugation, this type of corrugation. So I hope you get something out of this. I enjoy doing it, and hopefully this will give you a leg up and you can do it better than me. Learn from my mistakes. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.